What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Endure, Believe, Rise. I hope this message reaches you in good energy. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health. So, today I wanted to talk about knowledge, the power of knowledge, the burden of knowledge, the responsibility people have who obtain knowledge and find truth. So, let's get into it because we have an awesome quote here today. Quote of the day: because the truth about knowledge is it sets people free. The Catalyst. Song of the day: Freedom by Anthony Hamilton and Elena Baton. So I wanted to start today off by telling a story, giving you a preview, so to speak, right? So let's do that. Imagine, if you will, you're born into a world where everyone has this superpower. They have this ability, but you don't. And when you ask why you don't have this ability, they tell you it's because of the way you look. Now, imagine that things change. And now you do have this ability. You gain this superpower. But nobody tells you. It sounds like the start to a good sci-fi, right? But in a lot of ways, this is the story of Juneteenth. You see, Abraham Lincoln had signed the Emancipation Proclamation 2 years prior. But people were still living under the illusion, under the premise, under the perception that they were still enslaved. It wasn't until 2 years later that people in Galveston, Texas, and other parts of the South found out that I'm actually free. I now have that same ability that I've seen so many others have. I now have my freedom. But what does that mean? How do I use it? These are the questions that followed after. But we celebrate Juneteenth because this is the day where the message had finally been received. The message had finally been distributed. The truth had finally been completely and utterly revealed. So let me stop there and say happy Juneteenth to everybody today. I hope you're having a great Juneteenth. Hopefully you were able to get today off from work. If you weren't, hopefully you are able to celebrate it either the last weekend or this weekend. And I hope you celebrate it in a positive way and in a peaceful way and in a happy way. Go out and enjoy it and celebrate it for those who aren't able to celebrate it today. But I wanted to further emphasize the message of delivering knowledge to people, to exposing them to the truth. How powerful it is, how life-changing it is, how reality-shattering it becomes. See, this is why you can't get people to shut up when they start working out. This is why you can't get people to shut up when they start making money and making good decisions. This is why you can't get people to shut up when they learn something, they discover something that changes everything. Because they want to give that knowledge. They want to expose that knowledge. They're excited. They're full of energy. It's like, wow, I don't know what it's like to go Super Saiyan, but I feel like if I had to describe that, if there was anything that was close, it's like that aha moment when the light bulb comes on. So the truth about knowledge is it sets people free. It breaks barriers. It changes realities. It gives people power. And that's exactly what your responsibility and burden is once you find truth, once you obtain knowledge, once you have wisdom. When I was younger, I used to think the old people, the elders, they just wanted to tell us what to do. Their time was gone, right? Their time was gone, and now they're trying to relive their life through us. That's how I thought when I was young. At the very least, I thought they were trying to create mini me's of themselves, right? They were trying to but now, as I become an elder, as I get older, I realize a lot of them just wanted to help. A lot of them just wanted to make their existence matter. A lot of them just wanted to justify their pain. They went through some things and they didn't want to see people go through the same thing if they could help it. Not to be like, oh, remember what I did for you. Not to be like, yeah, you owe me one, but just to say, universe, God, I know why you made me go through that. For two reasons. One, I'm strong enough to go through it. And two, so that I can teach this young cub coming up and I can show him how not to bump his head, where the pitfalls are, how not to get distracted. Your responsibility when you become knowledge, when you become wise, your responsibility when you attain knowledge is to distribute it to someone else and to gain more. It is a burden. I will not tell you and lie to you and say that it's not. It is a burden sometimes that I wish I didn't have. However, I do. And I must not run from that burden. I must not run from that challenge. So when people come to me seeking knowledge and answers, when people come to me with questions, I answer them. So today, my challenge to you, my encouragement to you is share knowledge. Share feelings, share a purpose, share things that have helped you along the way. And you know what? You might tell somebody something and they might say, I already knew that. You might tell somebody something and they say, thank you, but no thank you. But you never know who's listening to that conversation that's going to be helped. You never know who's going to obtain that knowledge and that needs it. You never know what life you're going to touch and what reality you're going to change. Because the truth about knowledge is it sets people free. And the truth about knowledge is it gives people power. All right, guys, I need you to take care of yourselves. Please be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.